Hello everybody. Super good morning to everyone. Welcome to Kevin Chan channel. We're gonna talk a little bit about the forecast of the month of March, which is coming on the 5th of March until 3rd of April, right? So this one is the 10-day master edition. So yesterday we have spoken about the feng shui edition of the forecast, and tomorrow we're gonna talk about the Qimeng edition of the forecast. So today it's a 10-day master, right? So we'll talk about all of this, right? So now this particular month, March, is the month of the Earth Rabbit, right? So Ji Mao, right? Ji Mao Earth Rabbit. So if you take a look at the combination, you can see that it is actually a very dry month. Right, so hence my graphic, right? So it's a traveling tumbleweed, right? So it's like traveling tumbleweed, right? So today is this year is a snake year, right? So very hot sun, right? So then you got yeet wood there, tumbleweed, all coming together, and then you got G earth there, it's like a desert, right? So it's a like desert tumbleweed, right? So if you take a look at the situation, seems like it's a month whereby you need to worry about survival. Right, so now no worry lah. Tumbleweed is a very resilient plant. It's a super resilient plant. It will grow as soon as water hits it. Right, so it's that type of plant. It's so resilient that it goes into deep slumber and it travels from one place to another place until it will find water. Then it will survive. Right. So now if you convert this to the year, this seems to be the month whereby you need to start to question the thing that you are doing, whether you have the resiliency to actually do it or not. Right, so like I always tell, is the December, everybody very hype. They all come out with this new year resolution, a lot of them publish, so by the time you reach the 3rd week of January, almost 90% of people who have already strategically forgotten their new year resolutions. That's how it is, right? So everybody fall back into what we call normalcy, right? So they try to go back into routine, deny their own progress, right? So that's what they do, right? So right now we are talking about the month of March. So you have some time to go through the year already. This is the time whereby you talk about whether your dream, your objective, the things that you have set out to do, all these big things that you've been telling people, I want to be successful, will it survive or not? Right, so this is the month that we're gonna talk about it, right? So all the 10-day master, they will look at the energy, the energetic signature of the Ji Mao in a very different manner. So every month is basically different, every year is basically different, right? So I can see that Peppo is in, right? So good morning to you, right? So today is a Sunday, right? So maybe you guys have been sleeping first lah, but no worry. All right, so let me just shrink myself down to the tiny version, right? So then as usual, right, you guys want to get in touch with me, please go to Telegram, right? So Telegram is a good channel. I put things on download, right? So anything that all this broadcasting is there, right? So and then also there's the monthly newsletter. So monthly newsletter has the written version of this particular forecast. So you want to receive the written version much earlier than any other people, please go and subscribe to the forecast. And then there's the community channel, which is the one that you're looking at right now. So still got people ask me, oh, where to see the forecast? It's on this channel, guys. Just like the particular channel. All right, so like the particular channel. What happened here is that anything that get posted, you actually get a notification. It's pretty simple. Right, so if not, just go into this particular channel, scroll around, take a look, right? So you will basically find the video inside of it. It's pretty simple. All right, so now go ahead and do that, right? So then what happened here is that if you have not printed your party chart yet, you can go to Typing Astro to get your party chart printed. So day master is this particular little fella which is labeled under the day, right? So we got 10 different day master. So today we'll go through all the 10 different day master and give it a bit of a view to see how the different day master is reacting to the year, right? So how the day master is basically reacting to the particular year itself. By the way, your day master don't change. One time you go and print this, if your memory is good enough, you remember the day master, that's it. And also for any other session that you do as day master related, you don't have to go and print again. Right, so it's advisable for you to at least print your party chart once, right? So it doesn't change, okay, the party chart, right? So now let's take a look at all the particular day master, right? So 12 month, right? So in the Chinese calendar, the year of the snake, these are all the 12 months in the year of the snake. So we have just finished. Okay, we're still on the month. Hello, Alvin. How are you doing? So we are still on the month, right? So right now is still the month of Tiger. The month of Tiger only transit on 5th of March, right? So right now it's still second of March, right? Another 3 more days to go before the transit, right? So now we're going to move into the rabbit month on the 5th itself. Right, so that's the second month. So the task of today is actually just to understand the energetic signature for the month. So every single month you are given a new energetic signature, right? So it's like a new episode in a series of 12 episode drama, right? So you can see that this is 12 episode drama, then the every year change is a different season. So it's season and episode inside a drama. So when season and episode come in, the actor, which is you, may have a different script in that particular episode. Every episode you are handed in a different script, right? So in a movie, right? So but it's the same actor. It's the same actor, but you're given a different script, because there's a different scene inside that particular episode that you need to act upon. So that's the thing, right? So today what we are doing is that, I'll give you the script first so that you get to prepare for your acting for next month. Right, so hello Eve, hello Sabrina, how are you doing? Right, so come, let's go in and take a look. Right, so every month there's some auxiliary star that's coming. This particular month the rabbit pretty sad, there's only one good star, which is called the thriving star. Right, so the thriving star is very good for salary worker, by the way. Salary worker only. Right, so thriving star is actually a salary worker receiving salary. So last time is a big deal being able to work for the government, which is the emperor. By the way, only people who work for the emperor get salary last time. So getting salary is a very highly regarded position in the olden day. So which means that you have somebody who has salary. So in the olden day, the salary means song lok. That's the official term for it, right? So that's why this particular energy is called the lok energy, right? So it's just thriving, right? It's translated to thriving, right? It's translated to thriving, but actually it's talking about salary itself, right? So which means this particular month is a month that is very crucial for salary earner. You are pretty much have a special star that is shining on you, right? So which means that, this is the month whereby you need to squeeze out some performance. You need to make yourself significant, right? So if you're doing this sort of activity in this particular month, then, good for you, right? So good for you. But then, so here's the thing, for business owner, the thriving star probably mean a bit bleeding. You have to, probably maybe you got a lot of hiring activity happening, right? So you're going to give out more salary to people. It also mean, what we call country expansion, right? Country expansion. Country expansion last time also is the same. Soldiers are all paid salary last time. I don't think that soldiers are slaves, they are not being paid. They are all paid salary last time, right? So the promise was, you go out, you protect the nation, you are actually protecting your own family. So what happens is that the country will take care of your family as a form of a soft imprisonment, you want to call it. Right, the exchange is I don't die, your family don't die. That's basically it. So we take care of it, right? So thriving is the expansion of the army, you want to call it, right? So it's those type of situation, right? So it's a pretty okay month, for the salary earner. For the bosses, we are looking at expansion, right? So now expansion here doesn't necessarily mean good, doesn't necessarily mean bad, right? It's just expansion. All right, so come, let's take a look at, all of this. So every month there are going to be a pillar that has a very stronger connection, right? So there's a heaven and earth combined pillar, which is the Jia Xu. So you can take a look at your party chart right now. If your party chart, any of the 4 pillars is basically Jia Xu, the connection is going to be much more stronger. Or, there's going to be heaven and earth clash, which is the Kui Yu, right? So Kui Yu is the heaven and earth clash. So, if you have Kui Yu inside your chart, your connection or your reaction to this particular month is also going to be much more higher. Right, so if you have those inside your chart, it's just that everything that's happened to you seems to be a bit more amped up and intensified. That's all, right? So it's no good, no bad one. Sometimes, sometimes the combine can bring in very bad things. Sometimes the clash can bring in very good things. All right, so it depends on circumstance, right? So now, because this month is a Ji month, right? We will start off with Ji first, or else my menu got no use. Right. Or else the menu got no use, right? So now the friend 7K combination, right? So friend 7K combination, right? So this particular combination is actually a bit dangerous one. So if you want to take a look, it's the street gathering, right? So because we are still just past our festive season, right? So I don't know whether festive season you got go out or not. At night, they have a lot of possession, they have a lot of performance, so everybody go out there, enjoying themselves, right? So one mistake in this particular area, there's going to be a stampede, right? So there's going to be a lot of people like, oh yeah, I was saying that there were so many news of car ramming into people during this sort of festive celebration. Or the pedestrian, I don't know which stupid fellow drive car doesn't know how to drive car, doesn't know how to brake one, right? And ram into it, right? So now you can see this this friend 7 killing is those type of situation, whereby a lot of people gather, but they are not very aware of the danger, because why? The 7 killing is in the bottom, right? So anything that is inside the branch, usually awareness is a bit lower. The one that is up on the stem is usually much more obvious for people to take a look. So you are standing on a slightly dangerous ground, but you don't know, but a lot of people is gathering. So this is confident put in a wrong place. Now, nothing wrong with it, please, right? So 7 killing actually improve a person's sense of courage. Friend star improve a person's sense of confidence. So with the friend star and 7k around, you actually would be in a situation whereby you are more daring in terms of trying out certain things that you probably doesn't know whether you can handle or cannot handle. Now again, nothing wrong with it, okay? Everything you need to go and try, correct? Not everything wrong, but you need to be very, very good at assessing whether if this particular situation really goes to hell, can you carry the responsibility? Are you somebody who can carry the responsibility? Right? So which means that if you cannot afford to lose, right, don't play the game, right? If you know this sort of situation, you cannot control, you don't have the specific skill and ability, right? So don't attend. That's it. Right? Don't need to go through very thing, right? So now this one include, let's say that your company suddenly has certain projects coming up, you take a look, and then your company asks whether you can get involved with the project or not. So you need to have a good assessment whether if the project go to hell, you're okay with it or not. Yeah, you have to ask yourself, because your reputation is on the line, whatever, maybe your livelihood is on the line, whatever it is, that's the situation, right? So you need to ask yourself, whether you are okay with this sort of situation or not, right? So being friend star there, it could be not because you are the one who's get hurt, it could be your friend get hurt, right? It could be you have to sacrifice your friends. Are you okay with sacrificing your friend in a work environment? Right? So work environment, shit happen, the project collapse, and then you need to hand your friend. It's called push your friend under the bus. Are you willing to do that? Right? It's either you push your friend under the bus, or you push yourself, or you walk yourself under the bus. You ask yourself, which one do you want? Which one can you sleep better? You walk yourself under the bus, your entire family, got no what we call means of making a living. Are you okay with that? Right? So you push your friend under the bus, you get to survive the thing, the next time you see your friend, it's going to be very awkward. You see, either way you choose, is either problematic, so you have to have that particular thinking pattern on this particular, things, right? Yeah, your confidence level increase, your courage increase. But here's the thing, when things go south, can your shoulder carry the responsibility or not? Right? So this is the same advice I give to a lot of people when it comes to 5 yellow. Right? The problem with 5 yellow is that when it nosedive, it nosedive very badly. Right? So that's why, can you afford to lose? If you cannot afford to lose, don't play around with all this aggressive energy. Right? So that's all. So want to attend this sort of thing, it's fun. Your friend asks you to come and attend all this possession is very nice. So just ask yourself, if things happen, if things goes into riot, it goes, can you protect yourself or not first? Question, you're able to protect yourself or not first? Don't talk about protecting the other person. If you bring somebody there, right, so then what happened? Right? If you're both of you, then there are thugs, things happen, so what happened? You have to ask yourself all these particular questions, right? So it's not a scary thing, right? So come, let's go in and take a look at the Geng metal, right? So let's take Geng metal. So Geng metal got direct resource and direct wealth. This combination generally is good, okay? Generally speaking, this particular combination is really good, right? So because we like the you want to call it the brotherhood of direct. The brotherhood of the direct are the direct resource, the direct officer, and also the direct wealth. These three are the golden child of the 八字 system, right? The golden child of the 八字 system, whereas the not so good one, the hurting officer, 7 killing, and also Rockwell, right? That's 3 is the one that is not good, right? This is the golden brother, right? So direct resource is a lot about upgrading of your knowledge and skill set, right? So it's about upgrading of your knowledge and skill set. It's about experience accumulation, right? So well star, of course, a lot of time we talk about money, right? So this one, I use this, I don't know whether you guys know, the modernization of the ang pao. Right, the modernization of the ang pao. Before this, we prepare ang pao for our celebrative season, right? So to pass to people. Nowadays, that no need, all the kids all have handphone already, right? So yeah, you can even do something which is very fun, which is create a claimable ang pao packet. I don't know whether you guys done it before. Touch and Go got it. Right, so you can create a claimable ang pao packet, put a certain amount of money inside, and then ask them, okay, scan this one and see how much money you get. Everybody get random ang pao, right? Or else you can like normal, you put, let's say, $5, $10 into it, and then you pass the you use the phone and pass the ang pao over. So it doesn't require you to do ang pao packet, right? So you can also go and claim the ang pao packet. So it's very happy moment, right? So yeah, they're called the 3 precious, the 3 good guys of it. Right, upon many years of studying this, right, so I find that this 3 fella is actually the dumbest of the 3 fella. They're pretty dumb, right? They're pretty dumb, right? So now take a look at if you're Geng metal, right? So take a look at I would say enhancement and efficiency integration into the work and into the daily life that you have. You have sufficient amount of knowledge and also experience right now. How can you make your knowledge practical? Things that you learn, things that you know, right? You need to make it practical. Theory only no use, right? The theory only no use. So it's really about upgrading a lot of things. Right, so upgrading a lot of things, the way that you do things, making things more efficient, do things in a more better manner, right? So these are important stuff that you need to start to think of during this particular month. It's really about, there's going to be certain knowledge that you have already know, right? So you guys are not too young already, right? So if I take a look at my stats, my audience are of usually 32 years old until 60. Okay, 60% of them are within this particular range, right? So you guys are not young, right? So it's all the experience that you have is actually time for you to construct it into an actionable item, right? So direct wealth is all about action. If you want to know, direct wealth is the most action oriented of all the different 10 DayMasters, 10 gods, right? So direct wealth is the most action oriented one. They are the most dedicated one, right? So it's about executing your experience, right? So if you're executing your experience, you need to start upgrading, right? So yeah, right now give ang pao also technologically driven already. Right, so what about you, right? So how technology driven or how modernized have you make your work, right? So are your work still not very modernized right now? So it's time for you to modernize the work that you have, right? So yeah, is the live going on? Don't know, never mind. It's Facebook, don't know how to take a look at it, right? So next, sin metal, right? So let's check out sin metal. So sin metal, you got the indirect resource and also indirect wealth right now, right? So why there's a mahjong table? So my friend the other day, we were talking about it, then my friend said that oh, I love to play mahjong, but then couldn't be bothered with calculating. So I tell her that right now got electronic mahjong one, they will do all the calculation on their own. Yes, dear, you can buy electronic mahjong right now. Every tile is basically a computer screen. Right, you put them together, they can do calculation on their own. It come to a stage right now. That the computer can play with their own. Right, so I don't know whether you guys noticed or not. Right, so the other day only I just saw a post that one AI is actually talking to another AI. And the human is a bit jealous of the situation. Yeah, AI right now can talk to AI, And when they talk to each other, they don't use English one. Scary, right? right? AI actually talk to AI using AI own language. You know, they don't use this English Chinese model that you're talking about. Yeah, AI can speak to AI, right? So, yeah, back to this Mahjong Tao. Now, indirect resource is basically the curiosity stuff. If the direct resource job is to deepen a knowledge, solidify a foundational knowledge, indirect resource is to broaden it. So, and indirect wealth is basically opportunity. So, this is called about broadening of opportunity, right? So, opportunity broadening, right? So, it's a good time for you to explore opportunity, right? So Sin Metal got a lot of opportunity to explore. They are a little bit more curious than normal this particular month, right? So it's a good month. It's a good month to explore because why? It's just the second month of the year, right? Second month of the year is actually a very good month to explore because why? I assume you have already started your journey, for the year, right? So to achieve certain things, so you have started with it, things are rolling, right? So it's a good time right now to take a look at, is there any other things that you can take a look at? Any other, what we'll call opportunity, any other low-hanging fruit lah, so in project management is basically low-hanging fruit, right? So any other low-hanging fruit that's around, that you can go and curious, kepo a bit, take a look, whether there's other opportunities. So of course, the caution part of it is that, please lah, don't go and try to kepo everything lah. Right, Kepo is busybody, right? So your Sin Metal this particular month is a little bit more curious, a little bit more busybody than usual. They are also, gonna be able to go through a little bit more opportunity than normal. So if you want to be on an adventure, so you yourself is looking for opportunity, right? So but you yourself cannot see the opportunity, go and be a friend with a Sin Metal, because the Sin Metal will see a lot of weird opportunity. Right, so I always tell people, if you don't have it, just go find somebody else who have it. That's it. Very simple, only one life. Right, so don't make it difficult. It's not like last time. Right, last time you want to eat any vegetable, you have to go and plant it. Right now, you want to eat any vegetable, go and find somebody who has already planted the vegetable. Just buy from them. That's it. Right, because you want to eat vegetable only, you not that you want to plant vegetable. Your objective is to eat the vegetable, not plant the vegetable. Right? If you can skip the process of planting, somebody has already done it. Pay the other person and, just get your vegetable. Okay, right? So get a particular part of it done, right? So then we have the Ren water, right? So always national favorite Ren water. It's always a favorite. So it's a DO and HO, right? So DO and HO is basically a combination of disagreement to status quo. I just downgrade this, right? Disagreement to status quo, right? So the extreme version, the one that's outside, is basically completely going against the law, right? So it's like that, right? So now this one, I just want to tell you, so now black color shirt for Chinese New Year. No matter how elegant the black color shirt for Chinese New Year is, no matter how much you think the black color is great, professional, somehow in a celebrative environment, it is still something that is not really too accepted, right? So you have seen before, right? So it's like, Chinese New Year, especially first day, right? So wear until black color, right? So especially those very goth one, right? So they like to put in all the, dark color makeup, look like, the fella is like half dead, not enough, right? So it's that particular thing, right? So now, of course, for Ren water, DOHO, it could be a time whereby you are really going against the status quo. Now, today, going against status quo is nothing wrong. You have to differentiate between going against status quo versus going against the law. Going against the law, you go into jail. But the HODO doesn't specifically say that you'll be going against the law. It's just that in the olden day, because of the status class system is very rigid, right? So you are not allowed to cross class. You're not allowed to cross status. So which means that the royals, they are born royals, are always royals. The noble, they are born noble, are always noble. You are peasant, you are always a peasant. You are not allowed to change your status. So when there is situation whereby a person is trying to change their status, it is sometimes labeled as going against the rules there is, right? So it's the DOHO, right? It's DOHO. So you see that, a lot of rules is created to protect the people who initiated the law. Unfortunately for you, law are not, most of the time the law are not created to protect the what we call the lesser advantaged people. They are created to make sure that it isolate those people from the above level people, right? So probably this particular month there is thoughts of doing this activity that basically is, you know, against a status quo, right? So no, to me it's respect the custom. It's simple. Just respect the custom a bit. There are certain things, you know, I always tell that, you know, rules and regulations are there because there's a reason, right? So the dark forest theory, the dark forest theory is somebody went into the dark forest, you know, there were monster, panther, don't care, panther, crocodile, you know, very scary, chase. The fella survived, came out back to town and start to warn people that, oh, that forest, I don't go. Then after some time already, you know, you build a wall onto that forest, and legend it become law. Legend it become, you start to, you know, one generation, another generation tell them that, you know, that is a place that you should not go. But after some time, the reason for should not go disappear. So now what happened? There are going to be certain people who, you know, they don't understand what is happening. They want to challenge the status quo. So they want to go beyond the wall and then go and explore the place, right? And then end up being dead. Or worse, you know, they bring the monster into the city, right? So now then you have your Hollywood big budget movie lah. Okay, right? So that's basically happened. So again, on this particular situation is that if you are going to break the law, so again, are you going to be able to take the responsibility? You know, a lot of people want to do things, but they cannot carry the responsibility. You want to make big money, right? Many people are, it's like, oh, I want to earn a lot of money. But when it comes to the amount of work, dedication, and sacrifice that you need to put in just to make the money, you can't do it. Right? You want the money, but you do not want the work. It does not help that, right? So, and hurting officer is very good at standing out. So when you stand out, that time everybody would target you. Anything happen, anybody target you, you pop your head out, you know, the tall poppy syndrome. So, you know, overall is that if you take a look at it, you know, you want the traditional one, it's really, you know, it seems like, you know, you will be going against the law. So if that is the case, you better make sure everything that is law related one, you are compliant. That's all only, man. Right? That's basically all, man. Right? So then after that is, yeah, you know, how much cultural custom and status quo are you stepping your foot on? If you're stepping on it, take responsibility on what you are stepping on. Doesn't necessarily mean you're wrong one. Okay, right? So now let's take a look at Clearwater. Right? So Clearwater is a bit more celebrative. It's still 7K EG. Right? So now you see 7K is always talked about aggressiveness, but we've combined with EG. This combination is actually a solution combination. So one of the most dreaded things that can happen on a Chinese New Year meetup is always that particular question: where is your partner? Right, it is something that's very scary. If you're in China, it is so scary that they actually rent boyfriend and rent girlfriend just to go back to their hometown so that they don't get interrogated by their parent or whoever that's around, just because of that, right? So and then nowadays, even a bigger trend right now is that they actually bring their pet, and their pet is dressed very nicely. It's like, yeah, I know, they got Chinese New Year dressing for their pet, right? So and then they bring their pet over, right? So right now is that, you know, for those who bring their pet over, right, it's a very strong signal to the rest of the people that, you know, you don't ask about children. This is my child, this is my fur kid, and this is going to be my child, and this is going to be my fur kid right now, right? So it's a solution, no? Right? So now bringing renting a boyfriend to come back, you know, although it seems like going against the culture, but it's an acceptable solution, right? It shuts people up. Now again, your objective is so that people don't ask those stupid questions, right? So, and if you rent a boyfriend back and that helps with the situation, rent a boyfriend back, nothing wrong with it. I know the fella want to earn money through this particular method. You have the money. It's a good exchange, right? The fella, you know, the fella has the money to do the thing, you know, the fella don't need to go back and see the thing. The fella follow you, you know, and have a great acting career with you. It's fine, right? So same thing also, you know, you bring your cute dog, you know. So yeah, you know, so nowadays I really tell you, if you bring a dog, you know, whether a dog or whether a cat to the Chinese New Year, the dog and cat will be the star-studded fella. Everybody will be surrounding the dog, play around with the dog. Oh, so cute. All the kids will play around. Last time is, we come and celebrate, when people bring new children in. So right now, if you bring baby and new children in, no one look at you already, man. Right? So they are not interested in it. But when you bring a dog, lama. Right? Especially if you bring a corgi. Right, so it's a problem-solving month. It's a really problem-solving month for Quickwater, right? So you have a lot of idea because of the EG. Right? EG create a lot of idea. So the 7 killing just now tell you, it give you the courage to execute. Having idea alone is no use one. You need to have the courage to execute. 7 killing give you the courage to execute. Right, so it is true having idea, courage to execute, and also courage to fail. Right, so you fail already, you still got other ideas. So it's like, I got method 1, let's try method 1. Method 1 fail, let's go to method 2. Method 2 fail, let's go to method 3. Method 3 fail. Then one of the method basically will be your solution. Right, so that's why the 7 killing EG combination is a very well sought after combination when it comes to problem solving, especially in business world. Right, you will find solution. Right, so let's take a look at the next one, which is Jiawood. Right, so Jiawood is a direct wealth, rock wealth. Right, direct wealth, rock wealth, is basically giving ang pao. The process of giving ang pao is a rock wealth process. All right, so yeah, direct wealth, rock wealth is basically losing money. Just put it in a way, right? So again, that is the more traditional way of reading combination, right? So direct wealth, rock wealth, they will tell you that, oh, this month you will start losing money. Like giving ang pao to kids, right? So giving ang pao to kids is just losing money only. You don't get anything back. You get to boast yourself. Whatever it is, right? So it's pretty hurting financially every single year, right? So quite. Right, so that's basically what we have, right? So yeah, the best part of it is that you can actually direct your spending. Now here's the thing, although the energy is pushing you to spend, but you can actually direct your spending. So a lot of people doesn't know that, right? So rock wealth is a energy of comparison. So if you can control what you compare, then you can control the result of it. If you're comparing the wrong thing, so of course your money is going to be directed in the wrong place, right? So again, back Chinese New Year, you go to your friend's house, you see your friend has a new car, right? You already have a car, you're already driving a car, have a car, right? So you see your friend has a new car, then what happens is that you itchy finger, you want to upgrade your car. Now that is your problem, right? That is your problem. But if let's say that, if you compare with your friend and then you find out that there are certain activity that your friend is currently doing right now, which is also within your capability of doing. So which means that you start to know that, if I start to do this thing, I would also have the income that he's having. And hence, with the new income, I'm able to sustain probably a new car. Then that is a healthy way of doing. So what happens is that you take your money right now and you invest into upscaling yourself so that you'll be able to perform the task that the other party is performing. Let's say that, it requires certain certification for you to do the other party, for you to earn more. Right, so then you can basically go for the certification. Right, they're still spending money, right? So instead of just buying the car, right? So it's that's those type of situation that you need to look for, right? So rock wealth is always just avoid comparing the wrong thing, and a lot of people like to compare the wrong thing. By the way, they compare the result, they don't compare the energy that you need to put in to achieve the result. And that's where you get into trouble. Right, you want the end result, but the effort that is required for the end result, you don't do. Right, so you want to buy yourself the result, because if you buy yourself the result, it usually doesn't last. How long does a new car is gonna keep you excited? Not very long. And after some time, you will start to realize that, hey, it seems like my old car also can do whatever the new car is doing, as in get to your destination. Then what happened? You're just wasting your money and you have just tie yourself down for the next 7 years of a loan. Right, please, those are the things that you don't want to do. Right, so let's take a look at Yeatwood. Right, so if Yeatwood is in direct wealth and also friend star, right, so this is called sharing your opportunity. Now, friend star is a lot of time about sharing, by the way. Right, so friend star is about sharing. Right, so in a mahjong game, if you do not know, right, if you do not know, in a mahjong game is where wealth is redistributed in a discrete manner. Right, mahjong expert know how much to let you win. Same as golf, by the way. Same as golf, right? So a golf course also is a place whereby monetary exchange happen. No joke, right? No joke, right? So monetary exchange happen on the golf course. On the mahjong table also is the same, right? So on the mahjong table, the elder would like to give the money to the younger, right? So you sit down and you play, right? So you get to win a little bit more, right? So to be discreetly to be able to share the opportunity out with the other party, right? So you get the opportunity to win more, right? So then you earn a little bit of money, and this one is very good. Is because at least it shows that you are putting the effort. It has the feeling that you really win the money, but actually the auntie on the other side conspire together to let you win. So that is the essence of a game of mahjong last time. Yeah, mahjong is used to transfer money. Right? The game itself is not important. Winning mahjong is not important. Is how you engineer the losing, how you engineer the other party to win. Right? Can you be so accurate as in you'll be able to let the other party win at the amount that the other party need to. So everybody need to take a look at each other, how things is happening. Right? So now the next thing is, of course, if we take a look at it, is that do you really have enough resources to share with people? So that would be the question that you need to ask yourself, right? So that's a question that you want to take a look at it, right? So but anyway, it's a very celebrative for the wood people, because Wealth Star is there, they are earning. It's just that where are you channeling the money to right now, right? So if you're channeling to the wrong channel, then things are not really that good, right? So let's take a look at Ping. Right, so Ping, you have your hurting officer. See, you got hurting officer again, with direct resource. Hurting officer with direct resource could be a situation. Can give other scenario. I don't play much. Right. It's the same scenario. You play anything also. You play any sort of team game whereby you can. So just now told you it's like golf. It's like playing golf also is the same. Right, so it's you're able to control the situation whereby you are able to let the other party win in a dignified manner, right? That sometimes you directly hand money to a person is not a good thing, right? So like this one is that real life example is that you got a project and that this particular friend may benefit from the between that particular friend want to earn some money lah. You rope the friend in lah. You tell them that I got this particular project right now that I want to do, but this is the part that actually that part you can do one. I just tell you first that part I can do one, but I see that you need an opportunity. Come in you come in and I allow you to basically perform this particular part, right? So you just be careful that sometimes the other party does not know how to appreciate the opportunity you give them. Somebody is like that, they're ungrateful one. But anyway, right, so let's take a look back at this, right? So hurting officer is always the noisy fellow, right? So that's why you got the firecracker, right? So now firecracker nowadays is the method that has always been used for a very long time to show people how great you are, because now firecracker is nothing more than burning money. Right, you buy the 50-foot, 60-foot firecracker. What do you get after that? Absolutely nothing, right? Absolutely nothing other than everybody around here knows that you bought some few thousand ringgit worth of firecracker and exploded it up in the sky. Right, so hurting officer direct resource is probably oversharing, right? So over giving too much information. Now again, in the olden day, they don't like a person that talk too much. HO direct officer is a person that probably talk too much, right? So should GS avoid starting a new investment this month? Kishore, investment has very little to do with your personal energetic level, right? Because why? The investment don't really care about your personal energetic level, right? So whatever investment that you're trying to, right, you're not the only person investing in it. It could be 10, 20 different, like for example, buying share. Let's say that you buy share, Tesla. Let's say like buy share Tesla. Tell me, is the energetic level of Elon Musk more important or yours? Right? Yours is completely not important in Tesla. And how many people is buying Tesla at the same time? Many. And why does your party chart is any special? Right? So don't feel you're too special. Investment is all about your knowledge. If you're investing into something that you completely got no knowledge of, you're gonna die whatever parts chart you have. Okay, right? So investment is a very different thing. Don't basically do that. I usually deal with actionable item rather than all these non-very actionable item. If you want to do investment, you're going to learn how to do investment first. That will be good. Right, so now back to this one, right? So HO direct resource, you know, is basically Pink Fire is a bit loudmouth. Like, it's okay, one, it's fine, you know, don't worry, it's not negative. Because, you know, nowadays, you know, no one will murder you for, you know, talking too much, but people just know you're talking too much. Right, so, and because of the sitting on direct resource, at least the thing that you are talking to is, you know, substantial, right? So, but it doesn't mean the other party like it, you see. That's the biggest problem with this society. Everybody just want to hear things that they like to hear. They do not want to hear things that they don't like to hear. You need to understand that, right? So no, wealth star for wood people, because they got indirect wealth. What wealth star for wood people? Earth is wealth star for wood people. Right, but anyway, back to this one, right? So it's the entire process, you know, of telling people that, you know, you got something that you want to share. So it's just that the careful part is that there are going to be certain people who doesn't like the thing that you are sharing. It's not that the thing that you're sharing is wrong or not nutritious. Just they don't like it. Okay, right? So leave them alone. Leave them alone. Let them die. Right, no worry one. So it's like, you know, the what we call firecracker, so it's the same, right? So it's really a celebrative signal to tell people that, you know, things like that. But got people don't like firecracker, and all the pet owner does not like firecracker because it causes their dog and cat to be in very high anxiety. Right or wrong, I don't know lah. Right, but you know, you careful lah. That's all lah. Okay. Right, so no, where's the Think Fire? All right, so Think Fire have the EG and also indirect resource. EG indirect resource is a, now just tell you first, in classical is a negative combination, right? So it's the owl santisik, the owl, right? So the owl stealing the food, right? So it's signal an eccentric person, an eccentric person that no one understands, right? So because both IR and EG are very, you can say that intellectually magnificent energy, right? So EG is the one that have creativity, and indirect resource is the one that explore multiple knowledge at the same time, right? So now this one, you know, I got firework, right? So now have you guys seen a documentary on firework one? It's actually not easy to design the firework, you know, when to explode, you know, you buy one box of those things, you buy one box of those things, not cheap, right? Then you put somewhere and then you pump, you know, you just there watching it. There's actually a lot of design that come into it, and the wondrous thing is that how does the person who the firework engineer, how did the fella get to see, knows when this is being light up, it's gonna look like that, right? Especially for those that is able to you know, do it in a better manner, right? So eat wood, right? I saw indirect wealth. So my question, wealth star for wood people, cause got indirect wealth. Yes, earth is wealth star for Jezel. That one seems like you need to, you know, go back and take a look at the fundamental of parts. Right, you need to look at fundamental of parts, right? So now back to this one, right? So back to this one. This month people is gonna see you very weird. The thing that you see, the thing that you are able to conceptualize is something that other people cannot, right? So which means that when you are making the firework that time, nobody know how does firework look like, but you have a great image of it. It's only after some time when the firework is being lit up, then only the rest of the people see that, oh, this is what you are trying to do. You're going to have all of this, right? You're going to have all of these things basically happening. So example I like to tell people is basically Steve Jobs with iPhone. When iPhone was first released that time, right, it's a phone without button. During a time when BlackBerry offered full keyboard, everybody say iPhone stupid. Today, you try and see your phone got button and see. Everybody see you stupid. You know, if your phone got button, you're a bit stupid, right? So take a look at it, right? So again, it's a bit of a weird for thing DayMaster, right? So it's give it some time. I will just tell you that your idea, the way that you're thinking right now, you need some time. the firework needs some time to open up. Right? So then when they open up, then only other people start to understand, oh, this is basically what is happening. Right? So last one, worth. Oh, yeah. Mouse, don't run away, mouse. Right. Last one, worth. Right? This one, I don't know whether see is Rockwell direct officer. Now, so again, Rockwell is always the energy of comparison. Right, so there's always this. In celebrative, this one exclusive to Chinese. I don't know why they want to fight to be the first one to put the joystick. The other day, Chinese New Year, I was driving around, suddenly temple got a lot of car lining up, Yeah, suddenly, normally they all don't go on, but that Chinese New Year, that first day of Chinese New Year, everybody, wake up early, lining up there, all very obedient, all very patient, waiting for their turn to go and see their favorite deity and talk to their favorite deity. Normal, I don't see you go. Normal ask you to go, yeah, but Chinese New Year, you do that, right? So it's the direct officer is actually about discipline, right? So it's about discipline, right? So this is a situation, whereby even when you are comparing yourself to the other parties, it seems to still have some order and discipline. Like for example, putting the first joystick, right? So putting the first joystick, there's still orderly way of doing things, right? So they are still acknowledging that there are people who are there, much more earlier than them. Right, so all this, again, direct officer, a lot of time we talk about custom, culture, discipline, all these kind of rules and regulation, right? So if you ask, why is there people who want to rush and go and put the joystick as the first one? You put the first one, last one, next one, or whatever it is, right? Whenever you go and put the joystick, it's still there, right? Today you go and put also, it's going to be the same stuff, right? Why want to fight until the first one? But there are people who's going to do that, right? This sort of stuff you go and do. Right, so the idea right now is that when you're competing, Rockwell, when you're competing, do you know the rules and regulation of the land? Don't simply go and compete, it's like, I know you know that, trying to put joystick, so but you don't know the SOP of putting joystick, and then you just simply, go and ram yourself into that thing. Now that's not good, right? So then you get punished by people. Right, so this particular month, you need to take a look at, your competitive spirit. Is it in the right place or not? So which means that do you understand how the game is being played? Right, so this one is like sporting also is the same. You go in, you want to compete in sport. Do you know the rules or not? Like right now, pickleball is very hot. Yeah, I see almost every single place that I can see, they are converting all the old warehouse into pickleball court. Right, so it's like, oh, then pickleball, it's a good industry. Should I invest in pickleball? So, please don't. Right, so you guys know futsal? There were once like that. So right now, what happened? Right, so if you invest in futsal court, then right, you're gonna have some problem, right? So everyone also is the same, every single one of it. So if you want to go in and play pickleball, right? So please go and learn pickleball's rules and regulations first. You don't go and play pickleball like you play tennis. Yeah, a lot of tennis players actually go and play pickleball because why? They got a very high advantage when they convert from tennis to pickleball. So in tennis, they couldn't do much, right? Because hand not strong enough or whatever it is. In pickleball, they're like God. Right, Rockwell, when talk like to show he's better than us, right? He win in life. That's Rockwell. That's normal for Rockwell, by the way. Right, that is normal for Rockwell. So please don't feel like there's something wrong with that fella. If you know that fella is a Rockwell and he's talking in this particular manner, then he is operating within the correct parameter for himself. There's nothing wrong with it. Okay? Right, so yeah. Right, so bye, Charlie. Right, so see you tomorrow. Right, so that's all. Right, so that's all your 10-day master. Right, so all the 10-day master. Did I have the? Oh no, don't have. I need to create another menu to go back. Doesn't matter. Right, so yeah, guys. Why not live on YouTube? I haven't converted. This one I will do live on the community channel. For all the forecasts, I will do live on the community channel. Then later I will convert the video and throw into YouTube. That's it, right? So the community channel need to have something special. Special part is the live for the community channel. That's it, right? So the live for the forecast will always be in the community channel. Then later I'll transfer to YouTube if I remember. Okay, guys, have a great day, right? So tomorrow is 8:30, by the way, because tomorrow I have to send my son to school. Then only I can come and do the broadcast, right? So then I come back broadcast, So I want to compete. How to get along with Rockwell people? No need to get along one. Don't bother getting along with anybody, right? So you just do your thing, right? Do your thing. Things will pass. All right. So take care. Bye.